Jai Gurudev student and good morning. Today student we will do some more numericals based on your empirical formula and molecular formula. So the first question that are going to take, a compound analysis found to contain carbon 92.3%, hydrogen 7.69%. Calculate the molecular formula of the compound if its molar mass is 78 unit. Before going to that student, one more point I want to tell you that sometime in the question we are going to get the vapor density. So actually 2 into vapor density is your molecular mass. In some question you may be confused about the vapor density, actually not in the NCERT syllabus, that is why we are not taking this one, but 2 into vapor density molecular mass, that you also understood. Now we are going to solve that particular problem. Here we have given carbon 92.3 gram, hydrogen 7.69 gram. Actually you have to initially to start, let compound is 100 grams, so this much is carbon, this much is hydrogen, and these quantities are your, I am writing in short, GM means given mass of carbon is 92.3 gram, given mass of hydrogen this much, and mm stands for molar mass. Molar mass of carbon is your 12, molar mass of hydrogen is 1, so therefore mole is what? Given mass by molar mass. So given mass 92.3 divided by 12, and moles of hydrogen given mass by molar mass, so 7.69, and this one also become your, you divide that one also 7.69. Then next step is your mole ratio, means we are taking moles, carbon and hydrogen ratio. Carbon is 7.69, this is 7.69, so both of them you divide with 7.69, we are getting the mole ratio as 1:1. Now its empirical formula, student, how many carbon? 1 carbon. How many hydrogen? 1 hydrogen. Empirical formula is CH. Next step what we have to do, it is empirical formula mass. Carbon, mass of carbon is 12, mass of hydrogen is 1, so it is 13. Now one point student, you observe, it is given in unit, so you write down this one also in unit, no problem. And another point we have, molecular formula mass is given in the question 78 unit, so this one also 78 unit. One point student you have to do, you have to write the question and solve it of your own, because lots of question you have to solve this time. Today I am doing this one, and another last problem today we are going to do. This one is little bit tricky one, so try to solve this one also. Now we have learned N equal to what? Molecular formula mass by empirical formula mass. Molecular formula mass we have 78, this is given in the question, and this is what empirical formula mass we have find out, it is 13. So we know the table of 13, 13 6 is 78. So therefore student, we have molecular formula is N into empirical formula. So N is your 6, empirical formula is CH, empirical formula we have CH. So whenever you are writing 6 1 ja 6, this is 6 1 ja 6. So this is the molecular formula of the compound, and all of you know that what is that. C6H6 is your benzene. So now moving to the next problem. Another point, student, I want to clarify that whenever you want to ask any question, you can ask. Don't hesitate. You ask the question. Whether some students are not asking the question that whether I am asking a silly question or what, I tell all of you that all the questions are very much important. So whatever question you can, if you don't know about the atom, you can ask. You don't know about the molecule, anything if you want, you can ask. That I want to tell all of you that you just think that we are starting chemistry today, and we have to develop that one. Whatever you read in the 9, 10, just forget it. You just ask and ask whatever you want to ask, because in that way we can develop ourselves. So this problem is what? A crystalline salt when heated becomes anhydrous and loses 51.2% of its weight. The anhydrous salt on analysis gave magnesium 20.0%, sulfur 26.66%, oxygen 53.33%. Calculate molecular formula of the anhydrous salt and crystalline salt. Molecular weight of the anhydrous salt is this. So student, actually if I have a salt, let us consider a salt. If I am taking the crystalline salt, so your crystalline salt actually contains some water. If you have AB is the salt, it contains some water. Now when you heat that one, then what will happen? We are getting anhydrous salt. Anhydrous salt, your AB plus XH2, means this XH2O, on heating this XH2O evaporates. You can write it like that also. You just cut that one right inside. This much of water evaporates. Now in that question it is given a crystalline salt when heated become anhydrous. So crystalline salt become anhydrous salt when heating. It loses 51.2% of the weight. So this, if you have considered the weight of this one is 100%. The weight of crystalline salt is 100%. On heating it loses 51.2%, and this 51.2% weight loss is due to your loss of water. Then what anhydrous salt, what is the weight of the anhydrous salt left, or what is the percentage of anhydrous salt left? This one minus this. So you are getting the percentage of this anhydrous salt. So anhydrous salt percentage that you are getting, that become your 48.8%. Now this 48.8% of the anhydrous salt, a crystalline salt when heated loses this much of water, and this anhydrous salt contains 3 elements: magnesium, sulfur, oxygen. So this one contains magnesium, sulfur and oxygen. this is what this one contains: magnesium, sulfur and oxygen. So initially you have to find from this one what will be the empirical formula. So let magnesium is equal to, magnesium given 20, so 20 gram, sulfur equal to 26.66 gram, and oxygen is equal to 53.33 gram. Now initially you have considered that one. Actually you have to tell let 48.8% of compound is equal to 100 gram. From that you are calculating this one, because whatever you are getting, that is for your 48.8%. Out of that 100 you are getting magnesium, sulfur and oxygen. Now we have atomic mass of magnesium is 24, sulfur is 32 gram, oxygen is 16 gram. So moles of magnesium is your 20 by 24. Similarly, moles of sulfur is this divided by 32. Similarly, moles of oxygen is this divided by 16. So that turns to be your whatever you calculate out, you can tell that one 5 4 ja 5 6 ja 5 by 6, and you have to calculate this one, you have to calculate this one also. So I am leaving these things for you, student. You have to calculate this, calculate this, calculate this. So this one also, actually if you have divided with that 5 6, this one also nearly 5 by 6, and this one nearly 4 16 3s are 48, so you will get 3 point something, you will get, you will calculate out of its own. Then actually what is the ratio that is coming? Mg to sulfur to oxygen, ultimate ratio will be 1:1:4. So with the help manually you have to calculate, that will take lots of time. I am not calculating for that reason. So empirical formula is your MgSO4. Then what we have to, next step we are doing, student, we have to find the empirical formula mass. Student, I am again telling that in a copy you write the question and solve it the way that I am solving that one. Procedure, you follow the procedure, you will get the answer. Now in this one, empirical formula mass of MgSO4 is, this one is 24 plus 32 plus 64. So that one turns to be your, you just calculate out and you will get that one. What is the sum that is coming? You just calculate, student. I am giving you some time. To calculate the same. So you make it clear, you do your calculation first. So you will get the answer by adding this one. You are getting, it is 120. And in the same case, if I have going to see that question again, this is the molecular weight also given 120. So molecular formula mass is also giving 120. So what is N? 120 by 120 equal to 1. So you can find out the molecular formula is also MgSO4. If value is 1, the empirical formula, molecular formula will be the same. Now 48.8% of the compound is equal to, what is the mass? 120 gram. 1% of the compound, 120 by 48.8. So water percentage is, rest of the percentage water, 52.2% of the compound is equal to 120 divided by 48.8 into 52.2. So that is 126 approx. So this much is water. So again 15 gram of H2O equal to 1 mole of H2. 1 gram of H2O is equal to 1 by 18. 126 gram of H2O equal to 1 by 18 into 126. So that turns to be your, just calculate, this is turns to be 7. So you have 7 molecules of water of crystallization. So therefore formula of crystalline salt is equal to MgSO4, and how many molecules of water? 7 molecules of water dot 7 H2. So student, we have solved, and you will solve this type of problem because this type of problem will help you in your entrance exam also. So you go through them. Thank you for today.